Right, basically what I'm doing is I'm just making like a potting, like a shed. But because I'm going to do it as a lean-to against the wall, what I've done is I've cut a piece of this, cut it in half, attached those two together like that, because that's the wall on the outside of the shed. And I'm just gluing this together using lollipop sticks. I've cut that bit off, that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Just gives you that shed-like look, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to try and shave this section off. I'll have to do it this way. Right. And then shave it off this side. Sorry, I am trying to keep it in view. It's a little bit tricky, that's all. So that's the side, and now I have to make a door that'll have to fit. And do you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do two, and they open up like that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to do two. Actually, they need to be a little bit smaller because I need a plinth at the... Right, yeah, that's... Yeah. Come on, Fee. Wake up. I'm going to take that down half. Yeah. I'm going to do that. And take it off there. Yeah, this is the hardest bit when you're cutting against the grain. Shave that off. Leave that, we don't need that, but we need this one exactly the same. So any excess glue that's come up. See, that one was, it's bent slightly, but that's great. It'll give it a bit of character. Not fussed. Not fussed. It will give it some character. There we go, just get rid of all them rubbishy bits. So that's going to be the wall, that's going to go up against it, this one's going to open up, and that's going to open up there. So you can open the shed up. So all I've got to do is find my hinges. There are my hinges. I have lots of hinges. Let me just see if I can glue it. But it has to work, you see, so that's the only thing. Let me just see if I can... Have I done that wrong way around? Probably. Oh, bugger it. That way. No. That. That's it, innit? Right. Take that off. Take that glue off there. We'll see. We shall see. So that's the left, that's the right. Now we just have to glue this onto here. I'm going to put that against the wall. No, let me just shave this. Sand it, I like it. Okay, so now this has to fit like that. Oh, they go on the inside, I know that. Sorry, that's the way. Yeah, that has to go on the inside. Like that, so I'm just going to glue this. And that has to fit like that. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Come on. Like that. And then when they open, which I've got to get open, that goes on there like that. See, so that door's going to open like that. I can put some more glue on this or something and sort this out. Yeah, that's going to be like that, and then that will be attached to the wall, and we'll open like that on the wall. We shall see if it works. Now the other thing I really wanted to put on, let me just put these back. Don't lose those. I will somehow nail that in as well to keep it safe. I could have used those, I suppose. Never mind. Need a door knocker of some sort. I've got smaller screws there. At night time it needs locking up. And I've got a lock there. And I'm just going to pop that on that door. Oops, like that. See? And when I paint it, I can just paint around it. It's no problem, that. You won't see that one, that'll be open. And you'll only see that like that. Yeah. Oh, I'm thrilled with that. I'm just going to put this on. I think I do need to use... Let me just do this again. That's it, like that. It wasn't quite on how I wanted it. There we go. But it is now. That's it. Yeah, thrilled with that. So now what I'm going to do is paint it. I don't know what time I'm on, but I'm going to see my grandchildren shortly. So I will paint as much as I can. Now I'm going to put a coat of brown on it, but then I'm going to do a coat of green, because we have to have a greenish sort of shed, don't we? Like I say, I'm going to go over it in green. We're just going to lift that up. I'm thrilled with that. It's come out really nice. So that's how it's going to look. Well, I'm going to paint it green, don't forget. That's what I've just said. There we go. Nice. Nicey, nicey. Let me just pick my bits up off the floor. And then I'm also, I want to, I don't know whether it'll work, but some of these, see like these, there's no weight in them whatsoever, but that's going to look great on the side. I'm going to make smaller ones. I'm going to do one there and one here, and possibly some hanging things as well. But I do have these, you see. I've got these that I actually want. Oh, actually, those I'm going to put on. Let me see how many I've got of those. 3. 4. I've got 4 of them, different sizes. So the large can go at the bottom. Yeah. You can put 3 across there. Okay. 1, 2, 3 across there. And I could possibly have that hung on one of the doors or something like that. And I still want to put a shelf on the outside, because we don't need to waste. We don't need to wait. I want, like, I don't know. I'll see, but that's roughly the idea. Because I do have a lot of the tools to, I've got garden tools that I actually want to, I'll choose a smaller spade. See, I like those. And I want a fork to lean up against there and a grass thing. See? So there's a lot can be done with them, and I've got different ones. Right, what I'm doing now, I've just done these plant pots. So I'll show you how to do those in a minute. Just putting some, it's grass you can buy for, you know, when you're model making. It's really, really expensive and you get that little bit. But it's sticky back, so you can transfer it from that onto something else. But I'm doing that. I'll do those in a minute. And then I've just put a little flower in each one of these that will either be hung or on the decks. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them just yet. So what I was trying to do just then was to choose some more petals, some more flowers. And we'll do a purple one. I can't even remember. I've had these a long time and just saved them. So what I'm going to do is I'll pop the flower in there, and I just glue the base, and it's hot, so really quickly oops, see, I've done that now, and you've got the flower in there. And then, like I say, we take a little cap, just a bead cap, dab of glue. So that's another one done. So I have 3 of those, and I've ended up with 3 of those and just 1 left of those. So what I'm going to do is, I might as well use it, hadn't I? Let me figure out. I want one of the, let's put a rose in it or something. Yeah, I've got a little rose here, a nice pink rose. Just take the head off. I'm going to glue it to the base. Like that, look, see? And I can just glue around. And sit the lid on. I honest to God, I've had them so long I can't even remember where I got them from. Now, I think I'll leave that. I don't want to put a lid on that, a little bead cap thing, because otherwise you won't be able to see that. But I think that will fit lovely and look lovely. Maybe, do you know what? I might just put it on the table where it can be seen. So I'm going to take that one off, I think. Just take that off, pop that there, and we'll swap it for this. Because we do want to look at nice things on the table, don't we? And I'm going to put it in the same place. So, yeah. Just sit it there. That's fine, that ain't going anywhere, and that looks nice. Right, I'm just going to sort my glue gun out because it's a little bit iffy diffy. Getting all clogged up. I think it's time I had a new one. We do sell them, but I think we've sold out at the moment. And I don't want the inside of mine to be clogged up, otherwise I'm in trouble. So, whoops-a-daisy. Where's my glue stick gone? Into my glue gun. There we go. And I think just for these, we'll just save them and put them in spaces where we need them, to be honest. Right, now I've got 2 little mice here as well, which we can use. And we've got this I made before, which can go somewhere. Now, I'm not going to cover it with that, but I found some scissors. So you need garden scissors, don't you, in your sheds or wherever. Now I've done this. I've put the bird on, painted the birdhouse. I just have to do underneath. The door does move and open like that. I put the moss on, But I do want to put a little bit more speckly on there of some sort, but I'll do that in a minute. And I want to put a little bit more of the lighter coloured moss. So for now, Raymond's going to get the wood to make the... I need to do... Mind you, you're not going to see that when it's upright like that. I need to do the other door to match, so I think we'll do that now. Yeah, and make sure these open and shut. Yes, they do. There we go. Now, I've just seen a lady's post regarding part 2, where we were doing all the plants and that, and she said, I was thrilled actually, because she said, oh, that's great, I love this one. She said a word to that effect, that her husband's, it'll help with her husband's miniature station that he's doing. I thought that was brilliant. So if I can help her husband in any way, shape or form with his station, brilliant, because that's what it's all about, is helping each other. So to that lady, I'm sorry I can't remember your name. I've just read the message before I came on here to do this. But yeah, brilliant. I'm absolutely thrilled. What part did I help him with? Because if anybody wants me to do a miniature, if anybody would like me to do something, or to show you how, like I made these. That's made from metal, foil. So was that, and so was that, and I've made them. But if I can help you make your own, then please let me know. I just have to put silver on those now as a rub and buff, because I love doing stuff like this. I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to get a little bit of this, my glue, because I want to do this as well. It's a lighter colour. Now they asked where I got these from. This is Petite Properties, and it's called Dry Long Grass. It's landscaping material. Obviously do not inhale, not suitable for children. That bag, although I've used some already, cost me £1, and I bought it at York Fair, the miniature fair. I get all mine from there, but I sometimes make my own. And what I do is, you can buy, it's, no, I'm not sure if I've got any left. It's like what the trees are made from. See this? Whoops a daisy. So, something soft it's called, but you can make it with sponge. So if you get a sponge, get your grater and grate the sponge. And then you can colour it and you make your own. You don't need to buy it. So I'm just letting you know that, because it's good to make your own. I love doing them. Right, while that's still wet, I'm not fussed about it. What I'm going to do is just, when you're doing moss, kind of like, it normally grows in corners first. And across, you know, like that. You can just do little bits, but it does kind of like grow in corners first. So that's why I do corners. Now, I'm not going to do that one first. I'm going to do this one. I need this one on first. see how it's like scattered all over it, but it's mainly in certain areas. That's brilliant. That is actually better. And what I'm going to do is just to let that dry, I'm going to put a little bit more on this side. I'm just going to waft this about really, really quickly and then just sprinkle it. See? And look at the doors. They're going to look absolutely fab. Yeah? Love it. I might blend that off a little bit. Did I say blend that off? Blow that off a minute. Not all of it. Yeah. So I'm just going to pop some more on. Just here, there and everywhere. Like that. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I might just do that underneath so I don't have to paint it. But yes, hey, the lady that said her husband's doing a miniature station, please send me your photos. Let me have a look at it. I absolutely love miniatures. And I like to see what other people do. Do you have a little bit on his house, on the bird's house? Growing down there. Like that. There we go. Absolutely love that. It's come out really well. So I'm just going to pop that with all the bits that's loose back in its packet. Where did I put its packet? Over here. I don't like doing things that other people do. I don't mean this disrespectful to anybody. What I'm saying is I like to try and make things different that you wouldn't normally see that somebody else has done. Because I just love playing around, and you've got to put a little bit different character to things. Right, what I'm going to do now is just a little bit here and there. Yeah, so it is really good to just play around. Now, I'm going to go back and finish these pots to show you how I did those. And like I said, should I say, I've just put little bits of tufts here and there. And it is it's really, really expensive. I only bought the one and I'm going to use it. But I wouldn't buy it again because I'd rather make my own. Sorry, but I just sometimes feel that we get a little bit ripped off. And that's me. Right, I'm just using a marker pen for the top here. These will be covered in flowers and that anyway. I've already gone over it in green and I'm just doing it in brown to blend the colours in. And it soaks in pretty good, so we'll go over it again. Like that, and it just gives the pots the colour that I'm after. like that. Whoops. So I've done them shades of brown and green. Oh, put that back so I never lose it. Right, so we'll do this one first. Just take your tweezers, because they are sticky back, you just pluck them from the sheet. And then you can put your little tufts, all of them are sticky back, so you can just put them where you want. I think that's enough on that one. Just put one more just here. And one on the top, I think. There. That's fab. I'm thrilled with those. Yeah, they're fine. Great for what I want. So I'm just going to put those to one side now. Like I say, I wish you'd hurry up with the thing, because I want to get on and get it put together. I've got a bucket here that, I mean, not everything has to be covered, but I might cover it. Don't know yet. With, it's, what's it called? It's Battlefield Wilderness Turf. And it's Army Painter. But I mean, I found it expensive. So I've got one of these that I want to take off, because I need to put some pictures around as well of plants. You know, we'll have potted plants in picture frames. And that, I thought that would be a perfectly good frame to use. And I've also got that as well, but that might be too big. We'll see, because I have smaller frames. Now, I want to take this pin off, though. It seems a shame, that, really, but I want the frame. Pliers. There we go. It's coming off. Oh, it may not come off. On the other hand, it did. Thank God. So, now I can put a picture in there, which I will do. So, they're ready. The scissors are there. They're ready. We can have little pictures in there of flowers. That can be used. These were so easy. I took some foil and folded it in half. And then I cut the shape I needed. And I used toothpick for this one. And skewers for that one. And they're quite sturdy. Quite sturdy. And then painted them black, which firmed them up. Because I glued the two pieces together, that also gave it some strength as well. So I've got those. And when you see, like, I'm not sure if you can see it, but if I wanted to put them here, I mean, these need cutting down a bit, I think. Or I'll use a different one. This is more like the size I want. See this? And you've just got that leaning up against it. They're going to look fab, aren't they? I have a lot of tools, so I'm going to put those with the rest, and we'll sort through which ones we want. So I also like these. I need to dirty this up a little bit, though, to be honest. That's too big, and I'm thinking of shortening that. Whoever made this one, which wasn't me, see, I can take that off, has done it too big. The handle's too long. I'm just going to glue that back on, to be honest. Right, we'll just glue that handle back on. I've shortened it now. Now it'll look decent and the right size. That's better. See? But we need to dirty them up. It's a working farm. It's not a farm. It's a working shop. Garden shop. Yeah, I like that. Oh, we'll clean this up. Now, I might just be able to do it with the... I'm going to put that back now it's done. Just to clean this up. That's it. Oh, I didn't paint in there, did I? So, let me just do this now. Oh, silly fee. Silly fee. I forgot to paint just in that. And just there. That'll do. Not fussed. That's it. Right, I'm just going to take my sander. There you go, you can see it now. Oh, look what I've done there. Let me just take that green pen. Just darken that up. Yeah, we just need to... Just adding a touch of shade, darker shade to it. There we go. Quite happy with that. In fact, I quite like it. It's chuffed, to be honest. And I can't wait to see what that's going to look like on the shop. So that's those two. Now, this broke, which is something I made last year. So I'm just going to glue it together. It is a dish, but I'm going to colour it and use it like somebody's collected weeds in it. Got a crack or two in it, that'll do. So I'm going to paint that. Do you know what? I like the idea of that moss, so let me just see. Now what I'm going to do is just cover the top. Just a great way to make something different. Look at that. Just looks fab, and then when that's in the garden with all the weeds in, that's going to look great, isn't it? So what we're going to do, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's just pop this back. Just put that to one side. So what we're going to do is, these are scrap. They're no good. They're not what I'll use for anything. But we can make them look like scrap weeds. We just cut them. It's dead simple. And then, oh, we've got flowers that have died. Look, this is almost dead. Bits of weed, scrappy bits. These are no good. So, oh look. So, all I'm going to do is to put some glue all around. I'm going to stick some of these in. Twigs and all sort, upside down, you name it, it's going in there, bits in there. Just look like weeds. That's a dead plant, look. And then I can put somebody kneeling down gardening, and it's easy, look. Looks fab. So there you go, that's another one done. So easy, just so easy. Right, so that's done. Let me just move that to one side. I've got this, which I might want to colour. Let me just use a pen. Oh, let's have a lighter green. Shall we have a lighter green? These are just quick and easy, and it saves you saves you painting them. And all we have to do is find something to go in it. The little pots, and I'm just going to take the darker green. Just painting little leaves on it. That'll do, that's fine. I don't need any more than that. And I'll probably need some of these doing for the shop. I'm not sure, but we shall see. There's lots of things that can be done. Let me just, I'm looking for flowers, to be honest. Oh yeah, I've got those. I might do those. Now, I've got these that I've had a long while. They're like, oh, that's what I wanted for the wishing well. So let me just bear with me, because it takes time to get everything out and together. So I have a bench that I might use. Now, What's in that? Got little bags everywhere. I'm going to make sure there's if there's anything in them. What's that tool? Oh. It's a daisy. Oh, I don't need those bits, but hey. Right. I need to find the flowers, so I've got this. I'm going to put some more, here we are. Some really tiny roses. That I might want to put in. So I'm just going to take half a dozen of these roses. I might use that, don't know yet. I'm going to take half a dozen of those. Twist. Cut the bottoms off. The excess. Let that drip. And then we pop that in there. Don't worry about any glue getting, that's it, that's a good bunch of flowers there. Right, so that's another one done, sorry. See, it's a garden centre, so a garden shop, so we do have to have lots and lots of different things. Now, the reason why I've got, let's get rid of these bits. Do I need any of those? Not really. We'll put them in the toolbox. Now this is what I was interested in because I wanted to do finish that off. I wrapped string around, I've coloured it, I've put the roof on. I did put some cork on it. And then these are going to go on the edge like that. I wonder if I can do it all the way around. Yes, I can. Please fit, please fit. I'm fine with that. That looks okay. When it's painted, it's going to be fine. Yeah. So we need a little wishing well in there. A little bucket, don't we? So I'm going to have to make one, I think. What did I do? Well, that bucket's too big, is it? Like that. Pop all of this. So it doesn't have to be wood or brass or metal of any. You can have it whatever you want it to be made from. There, little bucket. So I've got to put the wire handle on now. And to do that, I'm just going to take a piece of wire, way bigger than what I need. I always do that. Now, what I did with it, that's the pen I used. I'm just going to make the handle like that, okay? And then I need to just cut. These might be too long, but I'm just trying it first. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And then I take my pliers, bend it in. Like that. And then all I've got to do is take my tweezers, there we are. Yeah, that's fine by me. It's quite nice. I think what I'm going to do is go over this bit in brown. That's it. Done. I don't need to do any more. But like I say, from that little bit, you never know when it's going to come in handy. So we're going to leave that to dry. Stand it up there. And then all I'll do is some rubber buff on that when it's finished. What else? That can go back there. There's really not much else I can do or share with you apart from filling these baskets up. So what I'm going to do is just use some of the darker, I think I've got some ready-made stuff here. Here's the baskets that need doing. Oh, move that out of the way. There's the dark stuff. We might need to mix them up. Where's the other one? Oh, this'll do. I've got some here made up. Oops, a daisy. Okay, let's get rid of this. They're not supposed to be on there. I said I might hang them though later. Right, what I'm going to do is to give me this. Tip this bag out. I'm going to break it up before I tip it out. Because although it's clumped together, you can break it up a little bit. So it's just moss and PVA glue. Okay, we'll do these first. So, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, spread it about inside. And then throw some of this in. Like that. You don't need much. I'm going to be able to cut that, I think. Like that. Let me just get I've got some foliage at the back here. Now, I knew I had some of this somewhere. It's tiny, small leaves. They'll do for my miniature. I'm not that fussed. I really aren't. go. See? I think they just look fab. That's another one done. So let's have a look. We need to get a different one. Now let's have a look what we've got here. Oh. A bit of pink we can put in one. Oh, here's a bit of white. And I'm even going to go so far as to put a bit of the tree in and cut the tree in half. There we go, but don't waste it. So here's to our last one. Because you've just got to have different things. Oops. Like that. Got a bit of white here. Like that. And I think we might have a touch of this. That can go in there. And I'm going to turn around and put a touch in there. What was left of that one. There. And that's another one. And I'm thrilled with them. Absolutely. Different hanging baskets. Some I might add to, some I might trim down. I don't know. We'll see what they look like when I put them wherever they're going. I'm not sure exactly just yet. But I'm thrilled with those. Right, I'm just going to put all this away. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use everything. As I've told you before, we just have to wait and see how we go. There we go. I'm thrilled to death with it all so far. I know that. And I hope you've enjoyed it. So now, with part 3 is this one, and part 4 will be putting the house walls in and the steps and everything. The shop, should I say, walls. Yeah, part 4 will be putting the shop walls in, and the flooring and the bedding areas, and see how we get on. But it's fun. I'm thrilled to death. And even my door opens and closes. Absolutely thrilled to death with it all. Thanks for watching. There's another one we did. There's the rubbish one. Bye bye for now.